Hello FNAFers, the summer spring has come and so does FNAF. And we'll talk about the trailer for Ruin and my theories on it in the next video. Cause before it I want to talk about the teaser on Steelwood's website, released just before the trailer. This teaser was leaked months ago, but it appeared on site only a few weeks before the trailer came out, with static on the screen. And when we pointed at it, it said something is coming, something is near. And then the trailer came out and it was changed to the Ruin's logo. On this teaser we see something that looks like a portable computer, supported by a stand, and it has handles on its sides. At first we did not know what this was. We theorized that maybe we'll be able to hack animatronics with it. But when the trailer came out, we saw it being interacted with. And it turned out to be a security camera station. And it seems like instead of always having access to cameras on the fastwatch, this time there will be these stations from which we'll be able to look at the cameras of the part we are at in the Pizzaplex. On the station we see a wrench icon, which was also on another device in the trailer, for which we used our new tool, which we are actually holding here. So perhaps this tool is meant for stuff and we'll use it to access this camera stations. On these cameras we see Monty Golf and Roxy Raceway. Both have a minimap, which probably means that it also will be only available on these stations. We can zoom in, zoom out and see the locations of the cameras and what direction are they pointed at. And back in FNAF 1, originally Scott did plan to show cameras directions, but that was scrapped. But I guess they decided to add it cause the cameras in Security Breach were real confusing along with the minimap. Speaking of the cameras and how they are better, the visuals also are more clear than in the main game and they don't look bad anymore. But now they are black and white, which is an interesting decision. And we can actually see on the old teaser that was the plan from the beginning. Also, on one of these moments we actually see ourselves on the camera, which was also a thing in the main game. At the top we can select a camera and to the left we can see what camera we are on. Now, to exit the camera we can use the escape key, which makes sense. Now, there is an interesting function on Roxy Raceway called Intercom, which is activated by pressing E. And I think this will work like Springtrap's mechanic in FNAF 3. Since Roxy is now blind, she has to rely on sounds to find us. And so we probably will use Intercom to lure her away from us. The reason there is an intercom is probably for the Raceway attraction. Now that we know the device on the teaser, let's talk about a different part of the teaser. The logo. Now, it may seem just like a normal logo, but when we pointed at it, the purple part said, "We hear voices," and the green part said, "We see shadows." But now they say, "Voices becoming screams," and "shadows within shadows." Some people thought that maybe the old lines and these lines are parts of sentences, so "we hear voices becoming screams," and "we see shadows within shadows." Which sounds logical, but what are they talking about and who are we? "We hear voices becoming screams" might be talking about the murders, and maybe it's the Glamrock speaking. Or maybe it's the blob and the voices inside them become screams after they consume Springtrap. Yeah. We see shadows within shadows on the other hand remind me of two things. Shadow animatronics, which we haven't seen much since FNAF 3, who we saw hide in shadows, so we saw shadows within shadows. But also it made me think of glitchy entity at the end of the trailer, who looked like Glitchtrap or Vanny, but also like Shadow Bunny, which connects to what I said about Shadow animatronics. And the last thing about this logo is that it is purple and green, and the interesting thing is that purple was Vanessa's nail polish, and green is now Cassie's nail polish. The logos though are not mirrored, they are opposite. And considering that Vanessa is under control of William and Cassie sounds a lot like Cassidy, it is even more interesting, and this indeed probably means they're opposite sides. And in addition, green also was Charlie's color. And on the old teaser, we also saw Gregory saying "help me" in green text, while the name Ruin was in purple. So yeah, we'll talk more about this creature and other things in the trailer in the next video. Tell me in the comments what you think these lines mean. Or you can join my Discord in the description and talk about there. For now, that's it. Subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my videos, press the like button with a bell, and remember, I always come.